So I wanted to make a quick little update video on my ram pump system. Last night it got down to about 15 degrees, which is well below freezing, especially for this area. And I did not shut the ram pump off. Usually people would shut the ram pump down and drain the lines and stuff like that, but this is still nice fluid water here. There's the inlet there. Unfortunately, the overflow froze down the line somewhere, but obviously the water is still flowing nicely. It's creating a pretty big mess right here because it's just flowing down the horse field and it's freezing. But this is a little container. I know this is a small container, but it is absolutely frozen solid. There's another one right here that I've got. This is another one here that is basically completely frozen solid. There's a little bit at the bottom that isn't, but that thing is pretty frozen. And then of course we'll go up to the chicken coop real quick. And their little tarp that I had on top of it so they don't jump in it is kind of falling down, but hopefully you can see. Hopefully you can see there's still flowing water in there. Yeah, there it is. That is not frozen. So 15 degrees. I'm really happy with how the ram pump continued to flow. It's really awesome. Check out these frost crystals. These are all really big frost crystals in this whole field here. I'm gonna run down and show you the ram. Oh, look at that. This thing picked up that rock. Those crystals picked the rock up off of the dirt. That's really kind of cool. Anyways, go down to the ram pump real quick. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, man, look at that. Look at the waste valve. There's a chunk of ice on the waste valve. Whoa! Oh my gosh, this is a sheet of ice. Look at that. 15 degrees, people. Check out the gauge. That is wild. And the ram pump is still double acting. Hopefully you see my video on the double acting ram pump. I've got pure spring water coming in on this side for this standpipe. And the main drive pipe here is creek water. You can see the spring water line right next to it. But so this is creek water here that's powering the pump. And this is spring water that's coming in. That's being pumped all the way up the hill on that side up to the chickens and horses. That is crazy. I bet you that's adding weight. In fact, if I stop that real quick, I'm gonna knock that off. Maybe. Because that's gonna be adding a lot of weight. Uh-oh. All right, we got her going again. Without that ice on there. I think that was adding some weight, probably a good bit of weight, because water is kind of heavy. But yeah, still double acting, still looking good, still running. 15 degrees. That's awesome. This whole area down here is a sheet of ice. You saw me slip a second ago. Let's go look at the standpipe and then I'll go ahead and cut the video off. And to be honest with you, I am shocked that this thing is actually still running. I've had it be about 20 degrees and it would actually shut down and everything would freeze, but that is amazing that that is still running. There's the standpipe. About 15 feet of head pressure. I notice it's not overflowing. Usually it overflows just a tiny little bit when it's not freezing like that, but I notice it's not overflowing anymore. I know that sight glass is frozen solid. I've come down here when it's been about 20 or 25, and the sight glass that's next to it is frozen solid. That lets me see the level of the water that's in there. But yeah, hopefully, if anybody's thinking about running their system in the winter and they're kind of worried about it, yeah, things break, you know, connections, you know, break. I've had brass valves just break at the threads. I mean, they'll break in half basically. But I've taken a lot of the plastic and PVC out of the system. Everything is solid brass. And as you can see, 15 degrees and I'm still running, still pumping water.